Waiting for your tax refund from Colorado? You know, totally frustrated with the unknown? Well, welcome to The Explainer. Discover exactly how to track your refund like a pro and get your peace of mind today. We're going to take that waiting game anxiety and just completely get rid of it. Okay, let's dive into this because, let's be real, tax season is stressful enough without feeling like your hard-earned money has just vanished into a black hole. Whether you were that person who filed electronically on day one, or you literally just mailed in a paper check, we're going to look at the exact steps, the digital tools, and the real processing timelines provided directly by the Colorado Department of Revenue so you can finally get some answers. Here is our quick roadmap for today's explainer. First, before you check online. Then, step-by-step tracking. Third, timelines and delays. After that, fixing common errors. Then, alternatives and resources. And finally, final thoughts and disclaimer. All right, let's start with section 1, before you check online. This is our preparation phase. So the crucial point here is that having 3 very specific pieces of information ready is going to totally streamline your entire tracking process. Before you even open your web browser, make sure you know your account type, which for most of us is just going to be individual income tax. Second, have your identification ready, meaning your social security number or your ITIN. And third, and this is super important, you absolutely must know your exact refund amount, like down to the penny, exactly as it's reported on your return documents. If you don't know the exact amount, you'll need a unique letter ID from a piece of official state correspondence. Moving right along to section 2, step-by-step tracking. Let's actually put all that information to work. Okay, so first things first, you're going to want to navigate directly over to tax.colorado.gov, or you can use the state's Revenue Online portal. Right there under the filing information, you're looking for one specific tool, the Where's My Refund link. And honestly, the best part about this, you don't even need to register or create an annoying account to use it. You can just jump right in. Once you click that link, you'll go through a really simple 4-step digital process. Step 1, just select individual income tax from the drop-down menu. Step 2, choose your ID type and punch in your social security number or ITIN. Step 3, type in that exact refund amount we just talked about, or your letter ID if you have it. And finally, just hit submit. This interface hooks directly into the state's secure database, so it's giving you immediate, real-time updates on your money, no guessing required. Next up is section 3, timelines and delays. Because honestly, knowing when to check is just as important as knowing where. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the massive processing speed advantage you get by filing digitally. Seriously, look at this. If you e-file and choose direct deposit, the state estimates a total lead time of just 3 to 5 weeks. But check out that bottom row. If you file a paper return and want a physical paper check mailed to you, you could literally be waiting 11 to 14 weeks. I mean, that's over 3 whole months. So the method you choose to file drastically dictates how long you're going to be waiting. So what if you're way past your expected timeline? Well, it is absolutely vital to understand the difference between a normal administrative delay and an intercepted refund. A standard processing delay usually just happens because of crazy high volume near the April deadline, or maybe your return requires a quick manual review because of some missing info. An intercepted refund, though, that is a whole different ballgame. This happens when the state legally diverts your funds to pay off outstanding debts. Think unpaid child support, back taxes, or defaulted student loans. But don't panic. If your refund actually gets intercepted, the state will absolutely notify you. Which perfectly segues right into Section 4, fixing common errors. Sometimes, a delay actually means the state is actively trying to protect your identity. Did you know Colorado uses some incredibly aggressive fraud prevention algorithms to stop identity thieves in their tracks? It's true. If your return shows any high-risk indicators, they halt processing immediately, and you get put into what's called the validation key system. Essentially, they send a physical, action-needed letter straight to your house via the U.S. Postal Service. It's a real friction point that catches a lot of taxpayers completely off guard because, well, we don't expect things in the physical mail anymore. But it's absolutely crucial. You have to actively confirm your identity before a single dime is released to you. But listen, you have to act fast on this. You get a strict 30-day window from the date on that letter to log on to Revenue Online, enter your validation key, and verify your identity digitally. If you miss that window, like day 31 and beyond, the digital door completely closes, your return gets suspended, and you'll actually be forced to physically mail or fax proof of identity, like a driver's license and utility bills, over to their discovery section. And trust me, that triggers a much slower manual review process. You definitely want to avoid that. All right, let's move along to Section 5, alternatives and resources. because sometimes things just go wrong. Sometimes the system just glitches, or maybe a physical check literally gets lost in the mail. To ground this advice a bit, let's look at a real-world case study from a super frustrated taxpayer on Reddit who lost her check. They posted, "I just kept calling as early in the day as possible until I got through to someone. Eventually, they sent me a new one." I think this is a great reminder that persistence with the Department of Revenue totally pays off. If at first you don't succeed, you gotta just keep trying. So if you're hitting a wall, go ahead and dial the primary taxpayer helpline. That number is 303-238-7378. And definitely take that Reddit user's advice. Call as early in the day as you possibly can. Oh, and here's a pro tip. If the wait time is dragging on for over an hour, the automated system actually offers a callback option. So you don't have to sit there listening to terrible hold music all morning. Take the callback. Let's move to and see how this builds. If the digital and phone routes just aren't working out for you, you actually have options for face-to-face help. The state maintains physical taxpayer service centers right across Colorado. You can easily schedule an appointment and visit them in Denver, Colorado Springs, Fort Collins, Grand Junction, or Pueblo. It's a great option to sort out those really complex, headache-inducing issues in person with a real human being. And hey, to save yourself from even needing those resources next year, remember this one pro tip. Always try to utilize certified e-file software. Filing electronically drastically reduces simple math errors and incomplete forms. And it's simple math. Fewer errors mean fewer manual reviews, which translates directly to a much faster refund hitting your bank account. It's a total game changer. Finally, we reach our last stop, Section 6, Final Thoughts and Disclaimer. Just before we wrap up today, we gotta set a quick legal boundary. This explainer is strictly for informational purposes only. It is absolutely not legal or financial advice. Tax laws, processing speeds, and security protocols are constantly changing. So please, always make sure you verify the latest information and current protocols directly with official Colorado Department of Revenue channels. So, what does this all mean for you? Are you ready to track down your refund and claim your financial peace of mind? Don't let the unknown dictate your stress levels anymore. Gather those exact documents, jump onto the state portal, and take absolute control of your financial timeline today. The state definitely has your money. The only real question is, what are you going to do with it once it finally hits your account? If you found this explainer helpful, please hit that like button, leave a comment, share it with a friend who's still waiting on their return, and subscribe for more complex topics made simple. Thanks for hanging out, and happy tracking!